Welcome to Soulful Conversations, the podcast that highlights stories of individuals sharing various life experiences and challenges. We showcase strength and resilience found in everyday experiences. So get ready to be inspired, informed, and entertained as we dive into topics with wit, wisdom, and a whole lot of soul. This is your space to laugh, learn, and connect with two fabulous women making a difference. So grab your favorite drink, get cozy, and let's dive in together to this soulful conversation with Shar and Miko.
Was that a
At
discipline
Garfield.
issue or
Huh?
just was that a part of your disciplinary issues or what was the reason you were bouncing around like
No,
that?
no. You basically how it works in middle school. You sign up for your high school. They got a list of your first choice, your second choice, your third choice, and my first choice was Garfield. My second choice was Franklin. I think my third choice might have been Cleveland. And so how it went was um, my first two choices had a wait list, and so I didn't get in initially, but I would practice with these guys in the summer from eighth grade on. I still remember actually. I think I might have been in seventh grade. I was playing for Rainier Eagles at the time. I had wrote a letter to one of the Bellevue High School coaches, Butch Christopherson, and that was cool. That was cool. I didn't get in or nothing like that, but for the most part, I ended up graduating from Franklin High School, home of the Quakers.
Cue the Quaker. Okay. Okay. All right. Shar, you wanna dive in a little bit? I
Yeah, let's
was
get into it.
Let's get
she
into
likes to
it.
get into it.
I
I was
love her. I
It.
love her whole life. Salon 1974. Man, shout outs.
you're mine.
Yeah.
Some more of it.
So let's talk about this single life, being a black male in Seattle. What's the dating scene really look like out here for you young cats, for you young
It
whippersnappers?
it's active.
Active?
It is active. You could definitely have it your way out here,
Mm-mm.
especially with this new generation. Nobody's really looking to,
Settle down.
settle down like that. They really want to be outside. That's the thing right now is, especially with this new generation, it's like they want to travel, without, building something, and
Mhm.
that's cool. You could build along the way, but often, you really got to either rob the cradle, or get you a nice cougar somewhere and settle down that way.
So you got a cub or a cougar?
You can either go one or the
Slim
other,
picking.
but anybody in the same kind of age range, oh yeah, it's toxic, big toxic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Soon as you said that, I heard YG in my head. All I really want to be happy. But
Don't
I'm
quit your day
toxic.
job. Don't.
But I'm toxic. But I'm toxic. So yeah,
Damn.
that part. Yeah. So
So, so there's no
yeah, go ahead.
navigation to there's no navigation to relationships out here. There's really not a dating scene. It's just everybody just kind of like vibing and doing their own thing. Nobody's trying to get settled down and wifed up. Is that what you're telling me?
Exactly. They think Seattle is a place where, yes, you have beautiful people, beautiful, amazing. I say ambitious, um, very career. I mean, the people in Seattle, they be in their job field for like 20 some years. So stability wise, I feel like Seattle's very stable. But as far as a relationship and people looking for a relationship, it's mostly they just want to be on some cool shit. You know what I'm saying? They just
Wow.
want to be on some cool shit, and that's cool. That's cool.
So you
Yeah.
personally, are you ready to settle down? Like if the opportunity presented itself, are you ready to settle down or you just like I'm popping it right now?
No, I stay ready so I don't have to get ready. Absolutely. If baby came to me right now and said, let's settle it down, let's, start building, I
Mhm.
say this. I say I got a good game plan for us. You know, let's just let's just map it out together.
Mhm.
Often people make individual goals and don't make together goals. So as long as you guys have that understanding and the communication's there, anything's possible. There's no ceiling.
Oh, I like
Okay.
that. I like that. I like that.
So, okay,
So,
hold on. Let me
yeah,
ask you
go
one more
ahead.
question. I'm sorry, Miko.
No, no,
Um,
no.
Football. So your connection to football and relationships is the person, the ideal woman that you're looking for. Does she got to be connected to football? Is that an important thing for you that she, it's game day, babe. So it's time we got to tailgate. Let's go. Is it?
Absolutely. I'm definitely with the tailgate scene. I'm definitely with the pulling up to the sporting event scene. I mean, I got a lot of connections in Seattle, so I go a lot of places, and people will be shaking hands. I'm practically the mayor. But I love it. I
Love
love
it.
it. I love it. If baby's cool with going to games and us getting perks from just knowing people in the town, absolutely. It's just abundance. I can't really put a cap on the amount of love I get in Seattle, but I do love it. It's my hometown.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, just a quick question. The desire to envision yourself, what does that look like with the love of football in particular, and your interest and your lifestyle? How does that all mesh? How do you make it a nice little Quay the man gumbo, with the football and your ambitions and this dating scene? How is it all looking for you?
I say it's always looking good. It's always a good look. um, I I usually, you know, when you meet somebody and you go on a date or whatever, there's always that question. Tell me about you. Tell me about yourself. I always lead off with, I went to college. I graduated college, got my bachelor's. Went to Minnesota. Was all American stuff like that, and that's usually it. I'll throw in a Miami trip or something, and was like the only time I was in Miami was for a spring league tryout. And it's just you always try to let people know that if it's something you want in life, that you did everything you could to pursue it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So
Mhm.
That's real. That's real. Definitely. Definitely. Um, are there any role models or figures out there that you look up to, personal life, that inspire you to want to be in a committed relationship that line up with your goals?
yeah, I think initially it's LeBron James. I know he never really was a professional football player, but as far as him having a relationship with the love of his life, and them having children, and then him being on the same team as his son, I mean, I think that's just a remarkable story. And then I was thinking of Michael Vick. I was like, him and his wife been together for so long, and he done had 40 million at one time, and went to prison. And so it's people out there that are there for seasons, and there's people that's gonna be with you for real reasons. So I try to be around them people that's there for real reasons.
We
Okay.
lost your audio. We're losing your audio.
Oh, how about now?
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay. Yeah, so reciprocity. I always want to put out that good energy, that I'm willing to accept the love of my life, as she is, because I would want the same for me.
Hmm. Okay.
Absolutely.
So, how do cultural, like the culture, like you were mentioning that the young people now, they off the porch, they ready to get to the airport and travel. So, how does your culture, your sphere of influence, um, how is that going to influence your views? Like, so you see everybody moving around doing this, girls be, oh, I need a bag, I need this and that. How does your culture influence your decision making on dating?
I feel like it starts with stability. If you're an ambitious person like myself, and you're stable, I feel like naturally or organically those relationships will build. Now, as far as them being long term, I
Mhm.
just don't think my generation culturally is thinking really long term. There might be a select few of women that's thinking like that, but for the most part, it's like, okay, what trip we going on?
Mm.
Where you flying me out to?
Mm.
Things like that, and that's fine. I'm all with the taking trips. Uh, you know what I'm saying? That's totally fine with me.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Uh-uh.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
okay. Okay. So how do you see your relationship with football evolving as you consider settling down?
Honestly, I'm more of a fan. I'm looking at it from a different perspective. Me just knowing that I could still play. I mean, I woke up at 8 o'clock this morning and went and played 7-on-7 with some guys. So I love the game, but as far as me pursuing it professionally and nothing like that, nah. But I'll definitely go to some Seahawks games or some Minnesota Viking games or some Raider games or some Falcon games or some Dolphin games, something like that.
So any of the games.
Yeah, yeah. Any of the games for real, for real. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Who else did we leave out? What other
Right.
team?
Right?
Right.
The rest of the roster, okay?
Right. Right. Right.
Hmm.
Awesome. Awesome.
So there's no
So,
need for you. I'm sorry,
mhm.
Alicia.
No, no, go ahead. No, go
So
ahead.
there's no need for you to create any type of balance between football, your love of football, and your relationship. Any
Right.
relationship. There's
Right.
no
Right.
need to.
Yeah, football. I already wrote the book on football. That's the done deal. Now, as far as my love life, I'm still writing that book for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, for the single women out here, what are you looking for?
What's looking for me? I'm out here looking. What's looking for me?
Not what's looking for you.
Right,
You're
right,
No,
supposed to
right.
pick the
Not
woman.
like me. It
no,
definitely has to
no.
like me.
Yes, and why wouldn't she like you? You're very charismatic. That smile is intoxicating, and your personality is through the roof. So, other than that, what do you have to offer?
Let's see a lick of the lips for the ladies. Do it. You be doing it on Instagram.
LL Cool Quay.
I cannot.
Yeah. Hold on. There we go. Can y'all hear
Oh,
me?
you trying to get a close up?
Nah, nah, nah. I was getting a phone call, but I feel like what I bring to the table is really just the Adam to her Eve. You know what I'm saying? Just somebody that's a rider. That's willing to go to the long road rather than the short road. I mean, I really be strapped in. Ready to ride. The driver and the shooter. But I just feel like a lot of the times, you be in a position or a situation where that episode from Boys in the Hood where Trey's like, "Let me out, though. Let me out." They just want to get out. They don't want to ride. So, hey, I can't knock them.
It gets too rough. They want to hop out on you, huh?
Yeah, yeah, that's
So
it.
what's some red flags? Some absolutely not. Get out my car. Girl, don't lose my number. What are some red flags for you?
The red flags are definitely out there, but it's just hmm. You got to have my attention. You really got to be, you know what I mean? Like, as an interested woman, a woman that's interested in me, I'll blow your phone up. You know what I'm saying? I text message every day, memes every day, gifts every day. And then I know how to pour into somebody. I know how to, start their day off with a warm welcome, have an amazing day, gorgeous, things like that. So, I feel like the red flag would be just not communicating enough. You know what I'm saying? Or them just taking it too casual, um, that's fine, but you still gotta apply pressure. You gotta apply pressure. If you're not
So
applying no pressure, then you're on the roster.
so
You
what's
know.
a behavior? What's a behavior trait that you cannot absolutely ain't gonna deal with?
Oh, it be the smacking while you eating. You can't be smacking while you eating. I know the food be good because I be licking my fingers too, but the smacking while you eating,
Oh
it be the
man.
eye contact though. I really go crazy for the eye contact too though.
Yes, it sounds like you were raised to look someone in the eyes, have a little bit of integrity about yourself, so we know that you're telling the truth and read your
Absolutely.
body language. That's 90% of communication is the body language.
Man,
So
I was raised by a single woman. I think I knew what I was. I think I knew a little something from her.
Hmm.
just a little poquito.
Right.
Oh no. So like she said, the deal breakers and everything.
Yeah.
I think the viewers need to know that what was your degree in when you studied in Minnesota?
Hmm.
What did you get your bachelor's in?
Man, I started with psychology. Uh, I looked at my notes in psychology class and I was falling asleep. So I went to my guidance counselor and was like, I think we need to evaluate a couple of things. She said, okay, let's try business and marketing and communication. So I ended up actually majoring in communication. I ended up getting a minor in business and then also Spanish and coaching. So I pretty much, got the Bachelor's of Arts degree in communication.
So,
Awesome.
um, for a young woman, does she need to bring any titles along with her to date you? Does she need to be a certain income bracket? Does she need to be bachelored up or mastered up or doctorate, or what does she need? What does
I
this
would
woman
love,
look like?
I would love that. I would love that. I love that you said that. Okay, okay, yes. Come
Something
rack
you need to
up.
think about.
Come status in. Okay, it's
Mhm.
top tierism over here.
The
Okay.
ism.
The
I
isms.
I would
Yeah.
love I would love to just know the woman that God blessed me with
Praise
is very successful.
Hallelujah.
Very
him in
successful.
advance.
Not only that, she's got a good heart, a good, loving, caring, kind woman. And then yes, absolutely, has everything together. Everything. Yeah.
Now, do you think such a woman is in Washington State?
Absolutely. There's tons of them here in Washington State. Tons of them. And I've seen them. I've definitely seen them. They've got LLCs, LOCs, Mercedes
But do
Benz.
they have God?
Oh, do they have God? Absolutely. Yeah. 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 They got God. I mean, yeah. 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 He's a necessity. He's a waymaker.
Absolutely.
Come
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
come on, come
Yeah.
on, come on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think with leading with him and being specific in your needs, I think your queen is definitely out there. She's ready to plug in. You're the socket, and she's ready to plug it on in.
Oh, okay, freak nasty.
Yeah.
Uh, did it
Leo.
go there?
It went there
Because
for me too. It went there for me too, at Laquavius 1. Yes, it did.
There it is.
that was so not my intentions of bringing out anybody's freakometer. I was just using an analogy of what the man is and what the woman is and how the two
Plug it in.
connect.
Plug it in. Plug it in.
Plug it
Right.
in, plug it in.
Yeah. So, what else is going on in the town? Are you going back to graduate school?
See that now that's a good question. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a really good question. I'm not ever ruling out graduate school.
Mm-hmm.
I get tons of emails all the time. University of Miami,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
USC,
Mm-hmm.
um, really prestigious master program. So I think eventually I'll take a leap of faith. But honestly, there be people in these classrooms that's 50, 60, 70 years old. So I ain't in no rush to go back to school. But I
Yeah.
think eventually, yeah, I
Yeah.
think I would actually get another degree. Absolutely.
Okay. What else you got for our guest for the evening, Alicia?
I got a couple of questions for y'all.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Which
I love
hosts
this.
would you like to start with today?
I love this platform. I love what y'all doing. I appreciate y'all for having me. I was wondering though, like with your followers, with the people that you guys have tuned in, what's a big takeaway you would want them to know about the show? Like, how Oprah had different people come on her show, and then everybody wanted to be on the Oprah show or
Mm-hmm.
wanted to be on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Well, I'm on the Miko and Shar show right now, and I'm just so thankful. But I want to know y'all goals. Where do you guys see yourself going on this platform?
Well, I see us getting an Emmy. Okay, I'm gonna start there. We're gonna get an Emmy. And two, we want this to, well, for me, I'm gonna speak for me. I want this to be a platform for voices to come in and just be honest. Whatever the topic that we're talking about, we want you to be authentic. We want you to be honest. We want you to be yourself. There's other topics that we have already tackled that are more very intimate. And so we want to create, I want us to be able to create a space for voices to be able to be heard and validated, you know,
I love
along with
Absolutely.
that.
that
I
Emmy,
love that. I
you
love
know.
that for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Of course, we definitely want it to be entertaining.
Hmm.
As KRS-One, his motto has been edutainment. So I want you to learn something, take away something, feel like you got inspired and you had a little fun, a chuckle here or there. But for the
Hmm.
most part, it was a soulful conversation. Things that you just really don't get asked in your everyday life.
Hmm. Hmm.
You're not in that setting to where people can really, you know, find out about you, find out about the guests that we have, and really just dig in and get it going. So many people feel isolated right now that they don't have a voice or a platform or anyone that really understands, and we just want to get those topics out there with guests like yourself, and the guests that we've had previously, a mother that lost a son to gun violence, and
Hmm.
another wonderful guests, marriage at a young age, and now football and dating life, and being single and that sort of thing. So it's just topics like that gets the listeners listening and engaged and really wanting to be a part of
Yeah.
the soulful conversation. So my host is brilliant, and we just iron sharpens iron, so
Boom.
we just connect in a way that the community and our viewers should really be entertained and educated as well. So that's where I see it. That's where it's going, and it's up and it's stuck at this point. So
Okay, okay, I got another question.
Hmm.
What's y'all
okay.
favorite song right now? I just want to know where y'all at with the music culture, with today, 2024. Where y'all at with the music right now?
Right
What's y'all favorite
now,
songs right now?
I'm really loving October London. He's so smooth right now. So he been on my playlist, like in rotation. I'ma always bump old school because
Right, right,
that's
right,
just who we are. But
right.
for the new stuff, I've been bumping October London.
I appreciate that. I appreciate. I'm gonna add them to my list. I'm taking a few notes. You know, y'all leaving me with a couple of nuggets. As my mom said,
Okay.
KRS1 what did you say?
Edutainment.
You could
Right,
not deal with it.
right.
So, of course, me being a West Coast fan of hip hop, West Coast lover, just not born there. Of course, I was born in the South, but K Dot and that Not Like Us is my everyday get up and get it, because sometimes you gotta pop out and show.
Throw a nigga.
I
Yeah.
think he on the Super Bowl. I think he got the Super Bowl this year.
He
So.
got that. And so that's a W for the West, because the West Coast is the best coast. Forgive me to the rest of our listeners, but it's where I'm at. It's where my heart is, the ocean, the whole vibe. And yeah, West, y'all.
I appreciate y'all for having me. Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you,
love
Q.
you. I love you. I love you. I
You
love you.
are love.
Thank
You're the light. You're the love. You're it. So thank you for joining us on Soulful Conversations. So I definitely have you back in the future and see what's going on with your football and your love life. And
I appreciate y'all, Queen.
Be sure to stay connected with us during the week through our weekly podcast on Spotify, our YouTube channel, Patreon, and social media.